Hello everybody, this is Swati recording from Los Angeles. One more time, you are not live right now by the time you hear this recording, but I assure you whatever you get out of this session is going to be just as valuable. It's going to be 7 p.m. in Los Angeles by the time you watch this session. Now, we have talked about self-compassion so far. And as I said yesterday, what we want to do today is that we want to move forward on our quest. We all have a quest, different kinds. Some of us may have spiritual quest. Some of us may have a career quest. Some of us may have a quest to reach more peaceful, harmonious state of mind, to let go of something. We are householders. We all have quests. I'm not talking about the spiritual advice by some people who may say that when you are working towards something, when you're trying to go towards a goal, it's like a hamster running on the wheels and it's just illusion. And basically, spiritual quest is the only one. But I'm not saying that because we are householders and we do derive meaning from our quests. So this is what I would like you to do. I would like you to understand how you can use self-compassion and mindfulness meditations to move one step forward towards your goal, albeit it may even be being peaceful and harmonious, the more sense of well-being. Ultimately, that is the goal all of us have. So, what is it? Think about it. Whenever you want to move forward towards a goal, whenever you are on a journey, there will be adversities. What is an adversity? Adversity is you want to go this way and you suddenly find yourself on another path. Then you have to decide whether to go back on the path where you started or maybe carve your own way towards your goal. It's not always pleasant. No journey is only full of nice, great sense of adventure or sense of peace and moving forward in a great way. But let's not be afraid of that. Let's assume that there will be unpleasant, adverse moments. Now the question is, how do we deal with it? If you remember, all throughout, whenever we have talked about mindfulness meditations, the breath awareness as well as the body awareness, or even mindful activities, I have said that get used to sitting through unpleasant feelings. Don't be afraid of them. You're learning to observe them. You're not acting out. You're not doing something about it, including simple things like, oh, there's an itch I need to scratch, or my legs hurt, I need to get up and for a while I need to stretch my legs before I can get back into the meditation. I've been urging you to stretch your limit a little bit more and to learn to sit through unpleasant feelings. At that time, I told you that I'll tell you more about it as time goes by, and this is the time. This is partly the reason why you have been learning to sit through unpleasant feelings, not to fall for cravings, not to fall for aversions, but simply observe and carry on the meditation that you have planned. Could be just for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, 1 hour. Whatever you plan, you sit through it for that much time. You may be restless, there may be mental afflictions, or there may be physical pain, but even then you sit through it. By doing that, you're training your mind and body to go through that. And whenever there is some kind of adversity towards your quest, that's what you're going to do. You are going to understand this will pass too. I don't want to fall for temptation of steering myself away from my own whatever I wanted. But I am going to sit through this unpleasant feelings. Because of being able to do that, there's one other thing you're going to do. At the same time, you will do the other things you have planned in your life, or the ones that you're supposed to do, or the ones that from moment to moment will give you refuge. It could be your family, it could be friends, it could be reading a book, or it could be working on a job, or whatever you're supposed to be doing. Whatever gives you any sense of purpose, meaning, or even if it is just a routine, you will carry on with that. On the side, you will go through unpleasant feelings and the adverse reactions and adversity that you're dealing with. But you will have this two-pronged approach. Now, if somebody is clinically depressed, severely depressed, I understand it's very hard for them even to get out of bed and to carry on the usual activities. I would ask people who are depressed of that sort, in that way, to seek professional help. I'm not addressing these specific cases at this point. I'm talking about people who are not severely clinically depressed. They may have low level depression or ongoing depression, but they are able to function at least maybe in the best possible way, but in whatever way. When you do that, a meaning comes to you, a routine comes to you. What do you do with this unpleasant adversity though, meanwhile? Are you just going to wait for it to go away? Are you just going to accept this is how it's going to be for the rest of my life? Or are you going to wait for some magic to happen? You're not going to wait for any magic. You want wisdom to know what you have to do as the next thing, or how this will all be resolved. Do I just need to wait? Do I just need to accept? Or there is something I can do? Is there any action I can take? Little bit at a time. What do I do? For that, you need to develop some wisdom. And as you are sitting through it, remember self-compassion. That's the way you are going to be able to sit through these, not just unpleasant, but self-compassionate reasons. That's going to help you to change your negative belief into a positive belief, so you can not just fall apart by these unpleasant things, not just say, I just have to sit through it, but to do it in a more compassionate, kind way. So, what about the wisdom to know what is coming ahead? For that purpose, believe me, mindfulness meditations are known also as insight meditation. You get insights into your problems, which also means you kind of know where you want to head with it. So when you are doing your meditation, just remember you are to a certain degree getting in touch with your body, your breath, and your intuition. Soon we are going to learn feelings and thought awareness meditations. Personally, I like them the most when I want insights. You learn to observe those feelings, and we'll get into that as time goes by. But just have it in your mind. These awareness meditations are allowing you to quiet your system, thoughts, and what is problem. It's going deeper. You are going to comprehend it better. You're going to also allow the positive self-belief to go deeper. As a result, you will know what you want to do, and insight will fall into your lap. And I'm not talking about some voodoo science, but long-term meditators, their thinking changes and it gets more into insight-oriented thinking. But it doesn't have to be only long-term meditators. Even people like you have had just 6 to 8 weeks of training, you will see the type of thinking when it comes to problem solving, the type of thinking changes to a certain degree. There is a beautiful prayer, and the prayer says that God, or higher power, or whoever you believe in, or yourself, God, give me the courage to know give me the courage to change whatever I can, and also the courage to know that I cannot change it and accept what I can change. The next line is really the most meaningful. Say, and give me the wisdom to know when to do what. When do you keep changing things, keep working on it? And when do you stop? And when you just accept this is what it is? And how do I go about accepting and making it better for me? That is the wisdom. That's a great definition of wisdom. To know when to change and when to stop. And that kind of wisdom, and specifically what you want to do in your specific situation, will come to you as you meditate more With that, I'm first going to get rid of this bottom. And although this is a recorded session, if you pose the questions, I will see them. I will not be there to respond to your questions, but I will see the questions. So either you can post them here, or of course you can email me the questions and do meditate together at gmail.com. I am also going to suggest you read an article I've written. It's a website called Positively Positive. I'm going to share the link with you right now. This summarizes, in some sense, what I have just talked about, how to deal with adversities. I'm going to share it with you right now. Okay, I have to get it all going. I'm sorry, I don't seem to have it here. The article is called Importance of Doing Nothing. I just realized I forgot to put my headphones on. Okay, so let me share this with you. I'm sorry I didn't have my headphones on, but I know you can still hear me, not that well, but I hope it's still okay. Okay, as you can see, it's the website is called Positively Positive, and the article is called The Importance of Doing Nothing. Now, I'm not talking about doing nothing as in just relax, take it easy, and when you don't do anything, then in fact you're doing a lot. I'm not saying it, I'm saying something more specific, very much like what I just told you about. So please read this blog and tell me if it makes sense to you. So let's do the meditation right now. You're going to continue a self-compassion meditation. Take a few deep breaths. And now pay attention to your breath for some time. And now put your hand on your chest, in your heart area. And first, experience the warmth of your hand completely and fully. Pay attention to it. And press your fingers a little bit and see how that feels like on your chest, on your heart. And say to yourself in your mind, soft and gentle, soft and gentle. Soft and gentle.
And may I have the wisdom to know what to do next. May I have the wisdom. May I experience peace. And may I be at ease with whatever is going on right now, knowing this will pass too, knowing that I'm going to get my insight soon. Knowing that I'm moving forward, knowing that. May I be at ease. Right now, your job is just to calmly experience the softness, the gentility, and see when you wish for knowing the wisdom or having the wisdom. What do you feel? How do you feel in your body? Just notice. And after you're done noticing it for some time, again say to yourself, soft and gentle, soft and gentle. May I be at ease with whatever is going on. And may I have the wisdom. May I be at ease with whatever is going on. May I have the wisdom to know what to do next. May I be at ease with whatever is going on. May I have the wisdom to know what to do next. You understand what is going on. You understand in what way you would like it to be a little bit different, or maybe not. You understand the problem on hand, and you want the wisdom to know what to do about it next. And in due time, right time, the wisdom will come. Right now, you're going to sit through this meditation and understand that this will pass too. It always does. May I be at ease. May I have the wisdom. See how your body feels like, soft and gentle, soft and gentle, making friends with me and my body, soft and gentle. And now come back to your breath again. Back to the breath. And say the line 3 times. Breathe in, I smile. Breathe out, I'm okay. Breathe in, I smile. Breathe out, I'm okay. Breathe in, I smile. Breathe out, I'm okay. When you're actually doing this meditation, you can do it as long as you need to, as long as you want to make sure you have the soft and gentle feelings for yourself, making friends with yourself, and really believing in this will pass too and the wisdom will come to me. Whatever time you have spent doing this, understand whatever problem you have, or maybe not a problem. If you don't have a problem, when things are going great, you don't need to think about adversity and all these kinds of things. Then in fact you're busy feeling good and taking care of things. It's the time when adversity comes, when you find yourself somewhere else and it's not pleasant, that's when these things are going to be extremely useful. But even when you are feeling good, keep doing these meditations to keep the muscle going. Change comes. Things always change, including whatever it is that you're going through. If it is unpleasant, it's going to change. If there is any anxiety or nervousness about whatever decision you have to make have the meditation. This will pass too. It's okay. I will know what to do. I'll know how to take risks without feeling so much anxiety. And with that, I'm going to say bye to you right now, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow in a live session. Thank you very much.